Welcome to Meeting and Greeting. This is one of our areas we are going to study for our 4-H FCS Skillathon under the Life Skills Assessment section. Being around people is always more fun if everyone knows everybody, whether it is a meeting, a school event, or a family function. Remember that you only have once to make a good first impression. And to make a good impression, you should stand tall, have good posture, and seem alert and interested. It's great to meet new people, but it's even better when someone introduces you. Let's talk about introductions. Here are a few things to remember. Introduce the more important person first. It is polite to introduce someone to the more important person or younger people to the older people. That means when you say the more important person or older person's name first, say, "I would like to introduce to you." For example, Mr. Crow, I would like to introduce to you my brother, Casey Smith. Casey, this is our State 4-H Director, Mr. Justin Crow. Grandmother, I would like to introduce to you my friend Sally Jones. Sally, this is my grandmother, Susan Smith. Give them something to talk about. A 4-H event, sports, a book, where they are from, and many others. And be an active listener. Always repeat their name after you have been introduced to someone. It is nice to meet you, Mrs. Jordan. Introduce yourself if needed. Hello, I am Courtney Jones. It's great to meet you, Coach Gaines. And always wear your name tag on the right side of your shirt or jacket. When you shake hands, your eye goes up the arm to the name tag, which will help you remember their name and for them to remember yours as well. Use a firm handshake, not too soft or too hard. 2 quick shakes web to web. That means the web of your right hand should be touching the web of the other person's right hand. Keep eye contact and be interested in what they're saying. And be respectful. Do not interrupt others while people are talking. Give compliments, but not too many, so you don't want to seem fake, right? And remember to say please and thank you when appropriate. We're going to watch a short video now about handshakes.
Hi, I'm Laura Caton from Caton Consulting, and today we'll be talking about tips for a proper handshake. Has anybody ever given you the slippery wet fish? How about the nurse handshake where they're taking your pulse? How about the over-enthusiastic UFC handshake? How about the finger handshake where they just shake your fingers? So let's talk about the elements of a proper handshake. Your web must connect to somebody else's web to give a complete handshake. Then curl your fingers around. Squeeze. The 2 words you want to remember are firm and brief. And then pump 2 or 3 times. So what are the main elements to remember about giving a proper handshake? First, your web must connect to somebody else's web to give a complete handshake. 2, curl your fingers around and then squeeze. Pump 2 or 3 times. The words you want to remember are firm and brief. Then introduce yourself and let go. So what does your handshake say about you? Thanks for tuning in. And check out more of our videos to help you enhance your chance for success.
Let's talk a few first impressions. So what should you say when you meet someone? It's nice to meet you, Mrs. Jones. Remember to repeat their name, and if someone tells you a little something about them, remember that fact as well. Where do you look while you are being introduced to a new person? It's important to always have eye contact with that person. It shows that you are interested in them. And what do you say to introduce two people to each other? I would like to introduce to you, and then use their name or title if appropriate. So now that you've learned a little bit about meeting and greeting, handshakes, and introductions, this is a good time to practice. Here are several scenarios that you can practice with your friends and family. Practice making introductions for things such as your extension agent, your grandmother, your classmates, even your siblings. And in each situation, the more you learn about proper introductions and handshakes will make it less awkward in these social settings for the future.